my favorite flavor.
Most savory.
Excuse me? We don't give ice cream cones to the enemy!
Codename Kids Next Door premiered in 2001 and follows a group of 5 10-year-olds as they fight off evil adults and teenagers. Whether it's one of the many evil adults, a rebellious teen, or a kid with bad intentions, the show doesn't shy away from getting creative with their antagonists.
We'll soon cure you of that!
Well, we'll take care of that. Pfft, keep yapping, lady.
Welcome to The Rewind. Today, we'll be counting down the top 10 Codename Kids Next Door villains. Before we begin, make sure to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button for good luck. Number 10. Common Cold.
I'm the common cold.
Kids Next Door personifies the common cold by turning it into an evil villain. The common cold is an eternally ill villain who wants nothing more than to spread his sickness to everyone else. He uses a nostril-shaped weapon to fire the mucus from his nose, which infects anyone it touches. He's not much of a threat compared to the other villains on our countdown, given that all you need to defeat the common cold is some orange juice.
Vitamin C!
Number 9. Mr. Wink and Mr. Fib.
A dirty batch of ill-behaved children, Mr. Fib.
They don't think they're going swimming in our pool, do they, Mr. Wink?
A countdown of the top 10 Codename Kids Next Door villains wouldn't be complete without Mr. Wink and Mr. Fib, the very first villains to debut on the show. Although these two are definitely evil, some may find their dry banter to be at least a little entertaining. The evil duo was once part of the Kids Next Door but got lost in the dreary world of maturity. It's one of the series' many unfortunate origin stories involving adults who had no choice but to grow up.
With your super chair, the kids next door will rule the pool and swim all we want.
Number 8. Stickybeard.
Stickybeard, the stickiest pirate ever to sail the summer. Yeah!
Lots of villains talk about taking candy from a baby, but not many of them actually do it. Stickybeard, on the other hand, is known for stealing candy from every kid he encounters. Unlike most villains, Stickybeard and his crew are the most relatable to the kids next door, since they all share a fondness for sweets. However, this commonality is exactly what pins the two groups against one another, as they battle over candy of all things.
Hey, guys! So who's gonna help the winner sort his candy?
Number 7. Night Brace.
Night brace? What's a night brace?
It has to be that dentist.
Mr. Jelly by day, Night Brace by night. Night Brace is introduced in the episode Operation Teeth and is a recurring villain throughout the series. Mr. Jelly grew up obsessed with oral health, but was kicked out of dental school for trying to put braces on a baby. After being kicked out of school, Mr. Jelly was forced to work for his family's candy shop. In an attempt to atone for selling teeth-rotting candy, he has taken on the evil alter ego of Night Brace, who forcibly performs unnecessary dental procedures on kids at night. He attacks with a large toothbrush, and his purple gloves shoot out streams of toothpaste.
4 out of 5 dentists might not be able to beat you kids next door, but I'm the 5th!
Number 6. Mr. Boss.
None of those girls will suspect that the party room is actually a deep space rocket that will send them all off to Pluto.
The villain that even adults fear, Mr. Boss is the personification of adult responsibility and corporate aggressiveness that many kids exaggerate in their heads. His main objective is to get rid of kids entirely, since he believes familiar responsibilities distract hard-working adults. When it comes down to it, Mr. Boss is usually the man leading the pack of villains that go after the kids next door.
Today's topic is, as usual, the utter destruction of the kids next door.
Number 5. Grandfather.
Now I must ensure that my rule is permanent by destroying that infernal book of K&D.
As a kid, it often seems like the only thing your parents fear are their own parents. In the movie special, Operation Zero, we're introduced to Grandfather, who happens to be the father of the number 1 villain on our countdown. But that's not the only relation he has to the kids next door. He's number one's grandfather. In his heyday, grandfather enslaved children everywhere and turned them into senior city zombies. Aside from enslaving the world, he also claims to destroy the book of K&D, which is the only thing that can defeat him.
Why don't you give it a rest? Uh-oh.
Number 4. Madam Margaret.
Who gives a girl a laser for a gift? Her future self. Sorry I'm late.
The main villain in Operation Future, Madam Margaret is one of the only villains to actually succeed in her ambitions. As someone who can communicate with her younger self, Margaret hates anything boyish and will turn them into girly objects. In an alternate reality, Margaret rules over a dystopian future where boys hide and hold a secret revolution. Given that this desolate reality is ruled by a girl who's simply annoyed by boys, it's pretty impressive.
I've created a boy-free world! You've created a mess!
Number 3. Cree Lincoln.
Come on, Maurice. While they're keeping those dorks busy, you and I can get down to business.
Number 5's teenage older sister, Cree Lincoln, is one of the biggest traitors of the series. Cree was a kids next door operative when she was younger, and while the most trusted and skilled operatives graduate to become part of the teenagers next door, Cree was not one of them. When she's not literally trying to kill other kids, she's usually in heated combat with K&D operatives.
Thank you, Father. Soon my training will be complete, and we will put an end to those kids next door once and for all!
Number 2. The delightful children from down the lane.
Splendid. Now while I eat our birthday cake, you may sing it.
The delightful children used to be part of Sector Z, but were manipulated by Father and have since lost all personality. Now, they're the arch nemesis of Sector V. The 5 delightful children from down the lane are meant to mirror the 5 operatives of Sector V, and are clear signs of what the world could look like if Father had his way.
Now I think you like being feared by your peers, right?
Yes, Father.
Number 1. Father.
Destroy the kids next door, or else!
Yes, sir. We promise.
Good.
Speaking of Father, while he may not have conquered the world like Grandfather, Father's strict parenting style really is every kid's worst nightmare. He's constantly referring to children as snot-nosed brats, and even goes so far as to conjure up a plan to take a bunch of kids into a giant cake. The man quite literally made a machine that transforms normal children into obedient robot children, and used it to create the delightful children from down the lane. It's that kind of sociopath that deserves the number 1 spot on our countdown.
Now you've made me very.
What do you think of our list? Before you leave, don't forget to give this video a like and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Check out these other videos from the Rewind, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss another video again.